how do the man feel about the blackwashing in Hollywood or anything that's basically old? Now we're trying to make it black. Same kind of thing where it's like anything that was straight, now they're trying to make it gay. Like that's the comparative reference, right? That's why people have a problem with things. Like people can't let history and the classics kind of be lived or reimagined as they are, more authentically to them. Before I proceed, how do you guys feel about that? So off the rip, blackwashing, just like how you said The Little Mermaid.
How do I feel about it?
Yes.
Yeah, mixed. I got mixed feelings about it because it's like I didn't mind the white version of it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
No,
Like,
and that's valid.
I didn't mind that, and I also didn't think of a black version of it. You know what I'm saying? So when I see it, it's like, oh, this is okay, but I'm also black. But I don't feel like, oh, this is gonna do anything to anybody else. But I'm also already a grown person. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's more of the parents on the kids, like, oh, because they remember it a certain way. So to me, it doesn't bother me. But I'm like, I don't even know if I get why they're mad, but like I understand why they may not want to change it. If if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah, I feel like you don't need to be doing that. You don't need to add a black person to every fucking movie just to make yourself feel better about the situation. Like, yo, the movie was written by a white man, probably talking about some white people in an area where there was probably only white people at the time. You feel me? So it's like, to make it accurate to the story, you should probably have two white, leads in the movie. So I feel like if you want to make shit realistic, make it realistic. You don't gotta try and be nice and incorporate everybody. That's not necessary, and it's not realistic either.
What about for fictional stories? Because let's say like the tale of Romeo and Juliet is not necessarily a real story. It's fiction, right? And so in real, I don't know, can it be portrayed by anybody?
It's the story is fictional, but the setting isn't. You know what I mean? Like the time that it was set in was a real time and a place. This particular story is the only thing that's fictional. Starting to add a whole bunch of other artificial things, I think it takes away from the original story too. Like whatever people liked or fell in love with previously, now you're modifying it.
Okay, that's valid.
And people don't like that.
As a director, how do you feel about this?
So to a certain extent, like if it's not broke, like don't fix it. But like if you're progressing with like society and culture, I see it in that aspect. But don't fill characters just as fillers, just because you're getting backlash because your production team doesn't have color or something like that. You know what I mean? You have to move with purpose in the production.
So in the instance of like classics like this or like The Little Mermaid, if you were if you were directing it,
Yeah.
would you would you cast like how they have, or would you keep them a little more in alignment with the original, or like how would you know what I'm saying, like from a creative standpoint, how would you look at this, or how would you tackle this?
So like me, I definitely like change up the cast.
Okay.
Like, I'll change the cast, but the thing is, for like even in this, like the two leads, like homie's not an alpha male. He's not like a big dog, so he doesn't look like he's a guy to capture a princess or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I want to like portray the roles realistically, but I see how society wants to give everybody a chance to make things equal and stuff like that. So to a certain extent, you have to move in accordance, but not fully go with the agenda.
So based on like what you're saying, would it be like you don't have a problem with the racial casting of this, like, you know what I mean, in terms of but you would cast just more fitting roles or more fitting actors for the roles you feel need to be
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
Saying
Yeah,
you
I
want
feel like dude's not really manly looking.
Yeah,
you want like a Chris Hemsworth or something.
yo, this nigga was Spider-Man.
bro.
Yeah, but like, fam, he was Spider Boy, fam.
Yo,
like he
I'm
was
just
barely
saying,
Spider
like,
Man, you know.
he's thinking,
Superman or something over there.
Oh, okay, that you can't.
So hold on. I'm playing devil's advocate. Typically, if you guys like know about Romeo and Juliet, Romeo is not like this big macho kind of guy. He's over there professing his love. It's like a young kind of like, MAGA teen love story. Like, oh my God, Romeo, we're out
Isn't
now.
he like a prince though?
No. Well,
Isn't Romeo a
I
prince?
saw the Leonardo and DiCaprio version.
Yeah, that man were busting
I saw
shots and
that,
doing all
them
sorts
niggas
of
was
things, fam. I
gangster
don't know.
over
He was
there.
kind of a guy. Like that's my impression of it.
Machine shall shoot.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
getting
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
It was
So-
the Capulets
These
and the
guys are-
Montagues, so they're both royal families, but like from different ends. Like, they're like op blacks, but them love each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just under the impression that like the lead role in a movie like this, like he's gonna be more of a manly guy, like a guy that like if a kid's watching, he might aspire to be like that guy. You know what I'm saying? And then the girl is gonna be like a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? Somebody that
tryna
like.
say?
So you just think the whole cast needs to be
I
redone.
already said it.
You're just
still.
throwing out the whole
I
the
already
baby with the
said it.
bathwater.
Like for this particular role, I'm not excited to see these two people play that. Like it just like it's not fitting. And maybe that sounds harsh, but life is harsh, bro.
Yo, life is harsh. Bro.
I said
Yeah.
life is
Life
hard.
is-
So it goes. So it goes.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I feel
so,
like they're gonna have to like now they're gonna put like issues from our time now, like racial issues, like how it is dating into like like somebody from
yeah, they're always trying to reinvent and
yeah,
reimagine.
but like,
I
that's
don't
what I
wanna
figured they're
see
trying
that
to
in
do.
Romeo and Juliet.
I know, but now that's
Like-
what they're gonna try to do because they had their own complications in that story where it's like, oh, yo, the families didn't like each other just because they were like beefing with each other. This one is like that may be the case plus color.
I wouldn't even want to watch that because, like, yo, fam, why is there like I don't need to be reminded all the time that people don't like
Shorty
black
said
people.
she's going
I don't
to
need.
watch
I don't need a
Romeo.
reminder every 15 minutes, fam. Can we
Shorty
just,
might
like,
want to watch some Romeo and
enjoy the
Juliet,
film?
bro.
aside from all that, I'm just gonna double back. I'm gonna conclude back to what I was circling around. So yo, if she was more attractive and it was the same thing, do you think it would change the outlook?
For me,
alive for me. Like,
I like that. I like that. It was honest. It was honest as hell. I like that.
I mean,
It'd be better.
Word? No. 100%. That was my first and most honest reaction I gave. I just wanted the Madam's thought process on this.
For me, it would be better, but for the general public, I mean, that's not the issue that they're addressing. They're saying race.
Yeah.
Like they said, I have a problem with race, so it might not make a difference to them. To me, I'll be like, yeah, that's probably gonna be a better movie.
I guess they're going for like, yo, we're just going for just the normal look, you know, like just these are just two average people.
Regular, yeah.
Yeah, like they're not like they're just two average people.
But like,
we're not impressed.
I understand the idea of inclusivity and like you want everybody to feel like they matter.
Right.
But yo, a movie it's a fictional movie, fam. I want to fantasize. I want things to be great and extravagant, fam. You two average people are not great and extravagant.
That's
you know what I
real.
mean? Like movies are supposed to be a little bit better than reality. Isn't that the point of us watching the thing? Like, so why I want to see you two average people in this film?
That's real.
Let people relate. Who knows?